In my mind, as I said earlier, the yatra is a conversation. And I don't think it's fair for me to make any comments before that conversation is over. I can answer such questions the day the flag is hoisted in Srinagar and the conversation, at least this phase of the conversation is over. I can then probably answer your questions, this type of a question. I don't want to take the yatra, and demean it by making it about something that it's not.
Manoj from Indian Express.
Just now, you said really going to the people without a credible alternative vision will not help the opposition. So, what is the big idea or the series of ideas that you are putting forward? Because there seems to be a realization that merely criticizing, even if robust, merely criticizing the government is not enough. So, what is the series of ideas that you are putting?
No, I outlined it right now, right? Number one, making India a production nation, which means that respecting skills and moving the mindset from one of GDP growth to GDP growth plus employment plus production plus exports, etc., etc., etc. That's the first thing. The second thing is, which is very important for the future and is important if you want to build a production nation, is giving our children an imagination. Telling them that, look, if you want to become, I mean, it's a strange question, but why is it that out of lakhs and lakhs of people I've met, thousands and thousands of children I have met, nobody said, I want to be a pilot. Nobody said, I want to be an astronaut. Nobody said, I want to be India's best singer. Why? Why? Because our system is saying to them that these are all dead ends. Right? But if you look at countries that produce, and I gave this example to kids. If you look at company like Honda, company like Toyota, the people who founded these companies were mechanics. But no mechanic in India can ever imagine that he could one day be the head of a 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 crore company. Now, if you want to produce, that has to change. So we have to give him the structures that will allow him to do that, that will allow his imagination to do that. Right? And then the final thing is, we can see what is going on in the planet. We can see the turmoil that is taking place. And I am absolutely convinced that India has a place, central place in the planet, on the planet. Right? And I don't view it so much as, look how powerful India is. We are powerful. But we were not that powerful 70 years ago, 80 years ago, 90 years ago. But we had a vision. Right? When Mahatma Gandhi, for example, was speaking about the Indian freedom movement, people in the United States, people in the Soviet Union, everywhere were listening to him. Why? Because there is something very powerful called Indian values, Indian philosophies, Indian thinking. And that's actually our strength. And we're destroying it. So when we make one Indian fight with another, when we are not harmonious, when a foreigner comes to India and he feels terrified that something might happen to him, we are attacking our own system. So these are the type of things that would be part of an alternative vision. Also, by the way, I don't see why only 2 or 3 or 4 people should benefit from the wealth of this country. I just don't understand it. Right? So, a sense of equality. There is a place for large business, I absolutely agree, and they have a central role in India in its future. But it cannot be that there are 2 or 3 business people who run this country. It just cannot be.
TV9 से कुमार विक्रांत.
राहुल जी, आपकी भारत जोड़ो यात्रा उत्तर प्रदेश जा रही है और वहां पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सांसद वरुण गांधी वही भाषा बोल रहे हैं जो भाषा आप बोल रहे हैं, जो
भैया ये आपको हमारे जो कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट है, ये सवाल आपको उनसे पूछना पड़ेगा।